All right, this is our reaction to the Fantastic Four First Steps official teaser. Movie's out in theaters July 25th. The
Welcome to the
Jetsons.
Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Giving me that not WandaVision vibes, not gonna lie.
Herbie,
Yeah, a little
how's that
bit.
sauce coming?
Hey, they got the robot.
Ooh!
The thing?
Classic look for the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I'm
Wait,
gonna add
he's
a couple
already
cloves of
the-
garlic.
Okay.
Not because it's not.
Well, this is,
delicious,
I'm
just
guessing,
add a little bit of
After.
zip, okay?
This is after
Yeah.
yeah.
T-5.
Before we went up the first
I like the
Yeah.
color grading.
you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
Oh,
Johnny
man.
never caught fire.
Oh,
Ooh!
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever heard her English accent or her American accent.
Oh, John Malkovich!
Galactus?
As a
Oh!
family.
Dude, I love the way it looks. Like just like the art style of like all the
When I just heard
effects and all that.
Ooh.
Um,
No matter what.
Damn,
Like,
they didn't,
I
they
don't know,
didn't
man.
really show much, to be honest.
well, it's just a teaser.
Yeah, yeah.
And it even gives like a little. It does kind of like the Jetsons, in that whole like retro '60s, like
Yeah.
but future kind of. I don't know what they call it. Atomic Punk, I think, or something like that.
Something like that.
I like that. I do think having CG for the thing is.
I'm not a big fan of the thing's look. Like, especially right here in this frame, like his head. I don't know, his eyebrows, like his forehead is this part, it's a little
That's because I
too-
think. Let me
That's
see.
honestly, that's exactly how I think
Little
he's
too
supposed to
weird.
look, right?
I think it does look better than the practical suit. It is pretty accurate, I think, to his look, especially back in the day for the comics. But overall, I mean, that is kind of like it is pretty consistent.
he looks ugly to me, but I guess that's the thing, right? Like he's supposed
Yeah,
to
that's-
be
he's
ugly.
supposed to.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't supposed to be a pretty boy.
Yeah, it looks to me. He looks perfect. Like honestly, I
Okay.
think
A
everything.
little bit of
looks-
zip, okay?
It would surprise me how good everything looks.
I
I'm not
like
gonna lie.
how the robot looks. Like it looks like a practical effect, so it looks pretty real.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it is practical, considering all that they've done for Star Wars.
It's been a long time, and I think this year of like a lot of lesser Marvel projects in terms of quantity is honestly it's paid dividends. This movie, okay, the Invisible Woman stuff that looks like okay, that might get a little bit dicey for me, but it looks so much better than what we're usually signing up for when it comes to these Marvel projects.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I like the Fantastic Four and like the orchestrated like version of it at the end of the trailer. Man, this is just woo! I fuck with this.
yeah.
They're cooking.
They're cooking right now. Guessing
This
this
is New
the
York?
Baxter Building. Yes, I
Yeah.
believe they are in New York.
But you also
Uh.
have they're also in a parallel universe. So
Oh,
This isn't like
and then I
New
guess
York
they
that
do
we
some
know.
kind of multiverse thing to bring them into 616 or whatever.
yeah.
But I do like that they also. I'm assuming Galactus isn't even gonna. I feel like he might not even be the main threat. He might come in towards the end a bit, or maybe he is, and then like maybe they lose, and that's how they end up in 616.
That's what I'm
Um,
thinking. That's the only
maybe.
thing that would make sense. Because if he shows up at the end like as a little cliffhanger, they're not they're not supposed to stay in this world, so like they're not gonna make a sequel and see what's going on.
Right. But like, I think they'll definitely bring Galactus back because he's such a big villain. Not just
Yeah.
literally, but like, he's just such a great threat that I feel like they would bring him back for
Yeah.
being like the Thanos of a
Yeah, I feel like
at some point.
I feel like this movie is gonna set Galactus up as like a threat, kind of like how they did with Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that he
Mhm.
was like showed up in like the Avengers, the end credit scene, but in this one, I think this is like the Guardians of the Galaxy for Galactus, where we're gonna see like his power, what he can do, and
Yeah.
then from there we're gonna move on to maybe Doctor Doom. They'll deal with that stuff, and then later down the line
Yeah,
they'll
'cause
be like,
that's-
oh, we still have to deal with Galactus. The only thing we didn't see in this trailer was Mr. Fantastic stretching. Like we didn't see his
Oh,
power. We
yeah.
saw the Thing, we saw Johnny, we saw Sue
Sue.
Storm, but we never saw him stretch. I wonder why
That
they're
is
hiding
interesting. James Gunn kind of commented on it. The reason why the CG in his movies look so great is because he pre-planned so much so that they don't have to go back through and like redo work and stuff like that. And so he does that. A lot of other Marvel movies don't do that. They go back and like change things or like re-edit or whatever with the CG. And you know that delays things, that it ends up you end up with work that's not as great because you have to like kind of rush. You're like crushing or crunching through the CG stuff. So that's why like a lot of the CG doesn't hold up for other Marvel movies. But I'm kind of hoping that changes going forward. That might be why we don't see Mr. Fantastic stretch because I don't know, maybe the CG just isn't done.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's too much. Like all the effects in these shots seem somewhat simple. I don't know how complex making a guy stretch would be, but
Right, because that's
that's
also
just what I'm
something
thinking.
tricky. Yeah, like if it looks bad, people are not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
So they really need to like make sure that it looks believable and that it looks good. Because if it doesn't, people they love to criticize everything, so they're gonna be like, "Why does this look so bad? Cartoonish. The 2000 movies looked better." So I think they're just trying to be careful. What is the internet saying about this? We don't know, right?
Because
It's a good ratio.
That's a very good ratio.
10 million views in 6 hours, number 1 on trending.
That's
Look,
insane.
I think
They might have a
10
hit. They might have a hit
million.
on their hands. And this is perfectly timed with like Marvel Rivals as well. So now,
oh yeah.
dude,
that's
this
true.
is just coalescing all together. Like,
That's the only downside is that Marvel Rivals Sue Storm, like you can't compete. Like this girl here, like
Vanessa
I
Kirby.
wanna have the Rivals Sue Storm in this.
What?
He's just
Bro,
a
have you
gooner,
not
bro.
seen- Oh my god,
This
that
guy's
would
a-
put butts on the seat for sure.
Right. Well, I mean, dude, we loved it. It looks like a lot of other Marvel fans are loving it. It looks like it's got Marvel fans that have been kind of like taking a step back, coming back in to watch the Fantastic Four. So
Has charm. That's what it does. It has charm.
It does have charm. It has character. Let us know what you think about the trailer. Let us know how you feel about Fantastic Four and seeing them in this movie and going forward. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more trailer reactions and more gaming videos. We'll catch you later.